Hi there, YouTube. This is your Suburbanator. Thought I'd do some cold starts. Well, I know they haven't been sitting that long. I know it only snowed overnight, but just thought I'd do some kind of starting up video since I haven't really done one in a while. Start with Old Reliable here. Now, I did have another video for the last time it snowed, but I don't know what happened to that video. As you can see, I got my good camcorder back. We'll do a startup of this one. Now, the last time I did a startup on this one, the only problem it had was the linkages were binding up, but I just popped off this cover, moved it off, hit it with some PB Blaster, and the son of a bitch started right up. There we go. Put it on the rabbit, and the choke, prime the shit out of it. See if she starts. Alright. Yep, started right up. Yep, started right up. I tell you, it's a shame Tecumseh was so badly managed. They were the best small engine your money could buy. I don't care what anyone else tells me. Oh. Now, granted, I don't know if there's really enough worth, nah, this is going to be melted by the end of the day. Not even worth it. I'm sure it could do it. What's the point? Alright. Everyone's familiar with this. Then it's starting the Snowbolt. Or as my little cousins like to call it, the ice cream car, because of that jingling sound it makes. Tolerances are still fairly good. I've always been on top of the oil changes. Used synthetic oil all its life. Especially the last 2 years, I've only been using that Royal Purple. Oh, here are the keys. Oh, crap. Don't worry. Whoopsie. Yep, kill the heater. I love how they tell you the door's open. You know, my leg's only out the door. I would have never known that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's 35 degrees out. Fairly cold. Not as cold as it could be. It's not Canadian cold or Northern New York cold. It's cold enough, I guess. There we go. And jingle bells. Jingle all the way. I am changing the oil soon, so I'm going to find out which heat shield it is. I know I have a damaged heat shield somewhere. Yeah, not much to see here. This is going to be an interesting one. This is my brother's 02 Malibu. Long story short, we believe this car was in a flood. But I'll explain that one later. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the 3100s, this particular one is RPO code LG8. Also used in my mother's Buick over there, but for all you GM mechanics out there, you know these have a lot of piston slap, even brand new. This has the other side of 100,000. I don't think it was well maintained. My brother tries to maintain it as best as he can, ever since he took ownership of the car, but yeah, frame's also going. So I'm already speculating this is going to be this car's last winter. Alright. This is fairly quiet here. You don't get a lot of slap with these. The injectors are noisy as hell though. That much I will say, especially when it gets cold out. Alright. Not much else to see here. Alright. I got the key to my brother. Here's the key to my brother's car. See how, oh boy, like I said, I know it's not as cold as it could be, but it's cold enough. I think this one's going to be a real slapper. See how this one sounds. Yes, he has snow tires too. Dunlop Graspix DS3. Combined with the fact it's a heavier car, this car's pretty damn good in the snow with those tires. Here we go. that sucker in there. Eric, bro, you gotta turn the wipers completely off. Let him park. Wow, not that loud, I guess. Should have maybe done it at night. I'll do another set of cold start videos later in the winter. Yeah, you can really hear that one. Of course, right now it's got 4 quarts of Castrol Edge titanium and 1 quart of Lucas synthetic additive. Not a bad combo. Yeah, you can really hear that. Hope it's not a freaking lifter or something. That would really suck. Here's the rest of the car. Just some cheap aftermarket hubcaps. It came with alloys initially, but the tires kept going flat. And they went porous. And I didn't want to deal with it anymore, so I just scrapped the alloys and used some simple Steelies. Can't go wrong with Steelies. There we go. Yeah, my brother had a lot of work done to this car. I really hope he gets a little more out of this car. I hope he can still get another 2 years. Maybe he will if he listens to my advice. Alright, not much else to see here. And last but not least, my mother's Buick. There we go. These are my keys. Just want to chuck those back in there. And many ask, oh, was this a cop car? No, it wasn't. This car also had alloys with the same problem. GM's alloys from the early 2000s had a lot of problems. They would go porous and it was a nightmare. Same problem. So, got some Steelies from the junkyard. These caps are for my brother's alloys. Here you go. Looks kind of cool. It is close enough if you think about it. This is the GMW car. The same as the Impala. This is also the LG8, but it was better taken care of. It was owned by an old man. Only had like 30-something thousand, some ridiculously low number. Yeah, my mother bought it for just $6,000. It wasn't a bad. It was $1,200 over book value, but it was just in such great shape, except for some of the rust damage on the rocker panels. But we're dealing with that this spring. And yes, this one's a slapper too, but I don't think it's as bad as the Malibu. We'll find out in a moment. Okay, turn the heater off. Can't overwork the battery like this. And Mom, if you're watching this, same deal. Make sure your wipers are all the way in the off position and you let them fully park. Since you can't bring them up from the windshield like the Cobalt, you gotta let them go and park. Or that's a wiper, transmission, or motor, neither of which is cheap. So, just heed that advice, and here we go. See how much quieter this one is? This one's not even slapping at all. A little bit, but it's not like the Malibu where you could hear it from inside the cab. I actually like this car better than my Cobalt. Besides the rust damage, that's the only real thing that's wrong with it. And the thing that tells you what position the gear shifter's in, I'll show you. And I'll show you back here. The thing that says park, reverse, neutral drive. You probably can't see it that well. Neither can I. That's the only real thing that's wrong with it. Other than that, this is a great car. And who knows? Maybe I'll have some money to give my mother so I can take this car off her hands. Because I wouldn't mind having. I've been able to drive this car a few times, and it's a really nice car. I've always liked Buicks. Not much else to see here, really. But these are some of the startup videos. Yeah, I know it's not that cold. I'll probably do another set of startups as we get deeper into the winter, but I haven't put anything up on the tube in a while. There was some snow on the ground. I thought, why not? Yeah, still staying fairly quiet. I too use nothing but synthetic oil. I can't get my brother to use Royal Purple, but I use the next best thing. I think Pennzoil Oh, I'm sorry, this doesn't have castor oil. It has Pennzoil Ultra, which is number 2 on the list for me from Royal Purple. Only because Pennzoil Ultra is recommended by Ferrari of North America. But same combo, 3.5 quarts Pennzoil Ultra with 1 quart of the Lucas oil additive, synthetic. Alright, we'll shut this one off too now. Yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Nothing more, nothing less, really. And that's all there really is to see. Oh, let's see, is there keys in this one? Screw it. But this one has been sitting a while. My dad got his company car and this has been sitting in here a while. So, next time. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you.